yeah, I get the whole coffee thing and stuff, but like for me personally, I take my time very valuable. So I'm gonna ask all those questions before the first date. I don't need to get to know you before the first date.
Really?
I should already like be asking the questions, like whether it be through text, phone, FaceTime, because then if you're actually getting the privilege to like go on a date with me, that's a big step. Yeah.
What about him?
Facts.
Both. I mean, I see it as both.
The privilege?
The privilege?
The privilege.
Okay.
The privilege?
All right. Out of curiosity,
Yo, man, get her, man.
yeah,
Yo, man,
you're picky, right?
Yo, get her, man.
You're picky with the men that you
there
date.
it goes. Yeah.
You're picky with the men that you date. Okay. Do they got to be taller than you?
I mean, I'm 5'5", so yeah.
Okay. Do they got to earn more than you?
Short.
Of course.
Be more
Broke.
intelligent or competent than yourself?
Of course.
Dumb.
Okay. So the man that you're looking for more than likely is kind of rare. Would you say most men are unattractive to you?
But we didn't talk about attractiveness. You
I'm
said
saying
tall and...
that's a component of him being attractive.
Okay. No,
So-
he doesn't have to be a 10, honestly.
No, of course not. But
Okay.
I'm saying like a majority of men, do they meet your standards?
No.
So, yeah. So by definition, you're selective and you're picky.
Correct.
Okay. Now, do you think the man that you're going to go out with more than likely is as selective as you?
Yeah, I would think so.
No, they're not.
Well,
They're not. Men are not nearly as picky as women. So
Yeah.
who really has the privilege?
Facts.
Ooh.
okay.
Because I don't think women understand that, like, you guys are very replaceable. You even said it yourself when she gave her own traits. Hey, there's another girl that can do that. Well, you're very right, because the threshold for us to be attracted to a woman is very low. Be attractive, don't be a pain in the ass, don't be a whore. We'll go out with you. But you guys, on the other hand, I need to be tall, I need to be charming, I need to be cool.
Money,
You know, she went out with some millionaires, and she said they're not interesting, they don't have a vibe. So it's very hard to please women. So the reality is, if you're going out on a date with a guy, that means he's been vetted to some degree. It's really your privilege to go out with him.
Okay.
But I always find it interesting how, like, girls kind of like look at it like I'm the prize. Not really. I don't think so.
You're not.
Boy,
not-
bruh,
it's crazy.
I was just having this conversation with somebody. They was like, women, they go all around the world, they fix themselves up, they do all these things to find a man or to get this one guy. So in reality, who's the prize? If you doing all this stuff, you getting BBLs, you getting your teeth done, you getting all this shit done, you out here walking around fancy to get this guy attention. So who actually is the prize?
Well, the point is that
I'm not getting
I'll make it even fun. I'll make it even funnier. The girl don't even got to do all that bullshit, and she'll
That
get the guy.
part.
Yep.
Tell me about it.
You know what I mean? So here's the thing: since women are more selective, right, and they have higher standards, that means by definition the man that they're dealing with is rare, right? So if the man is rare, who's really the prize? Who's easier to replace? Supply and demand. Attractive men are low in supply, demand goes up. Attractive women are in crazy supply. There's a bunch of them. So are they really in demand? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, there's a reason why you go on a music video shoot. There's 2 or 3 rappers, but there's 30 girls. You go to a nightclub. There's 1 or 2 dudes in a section, but 50 girls.
Yep.
Right? For men, we want quantity. For you guys, you want quality. Why is it that I can have multiple girlfriends with girls knowing that I have other girls, and it's fine, but it would never work the other way around?
Nick.
Women are okay with sharing men, and women understand kind of deep down that, like, men of value have options, and you guys really don't have as many options as you guys think you do. You guys actually have less options than you guys think you do. Because just because a guy hits you up on Instagram and says, "Hey, baby girl, you hot,"
Hey,
or some
bitch.
dude hits you up on what was that, Hinge or whatever, how many of them are real candidates?
Not many.
A majority of them are not.
Ooh.
Look, you how long you been in Miami yourself?
I literally got here yesterday.
Okay. Did you go to the club yesterday? Or you went out?
Yeah.
How many men approached you?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Okay.
She said, yeah.
How many of them
Yes.
do you even entertain or talk to? Maybe 1 or 2?
No, they were not kind of in the caliber that I was looking for, so.
Rich.
No.
It's just
Wait,
I was
wait,
in
she did the
Wynwood,
wrist check and
so.
said, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
I was at Dirty Rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've never been there before. My friend took me.
But
so.
and I don't mean to like pick on you, but I'm just using that as kind of like a raw example. Like you get a girl here, right? She comes in from Ohio and she's out and about, and then all these guys go up to her and she's giving a majority of them no time of day.
Yeah.
So it's like that means most men are not attractive to most women. And I guarantee for all of you guys probably experienced that. A bunch of guys might come up to you, talk to you or whatever, and you reject most of them.
Yeah.
So if a guy does come along that's attractive, who's really the prize, ladies? I know that's like a different way to look at it, but it's like, I think if women went in with that mindset, like, okay, I actually like this guy and he's not a piece of shit. Let me work to keep him versus impress me, nigga. You guys would probably be in longer relationships and be able to keep the guy around. But I think women kind of come in with this whole thing like, I'm the prize. It's a privilege that you're hanging out with me. The guy reads on that and he's like, man, fuck this bitch. I'm going to just have sex with her. I'm not going to take her seriously.
And I don't.
Kicks it to the curb. Because most girls don't really like, do enough to keep guys around. You guys really don't. You guys think, I'm the prize. He needs to fucking do this.
Work for me.
Play hard to get. Work for me, whatever. Do you guys really think that's going to work for a dude that has like 5, 10 other girls he's talking to?
Nope.
You said something earlier that kind of alarmed me. I didn't want to bring it up. But
Oh, shit. She flexed that shit?
you said something earlier with your guy. So this guy, right, that you were talking to for like 2 months, right? You guys had a little argument, right, on a disagreement, and then you were just okay with cutting it off and ending it. Who do you think lost out on that?
I guess he did.
No, you did. Because you're aging.
Mm-hmm.
You probably more than likely had sex
I
with
see
this
what you're
guy.
asking. I see what you're asking.
He can get back out on the market and get another girl. Clearly there's a proof of concept there that works because you're hard to get, right? So he did something right. And he's going to just go back on the market and get another girl. You, on the other hand, you're back in the market and it's going to be harder for you to find a guy because your standards are higher. You make quite a bit of money, probably day trading. You're probably successful. You don't sound like a retard to me. So by definition, you're going to need a higher caliber guy.
Yep.
So who really lost out there? And I find it interesting how like you're willing to throw that 2 months away because of a disagreement. But this is what I mean when I say modern women are terrible at keeping men around.
Well, no. I only threw it away because he, what's the word? It wasn't just a disagreement. He like blew it out of proportion. So we had a disagreement and then for 2 weeks, we're not talking the same and so forth. So
Why didn't you apologize?
I did. And I said, it's not even worth like keep talking about it. Like, let's just move on. It's fine.
Bro.
But he kept that in the back of his mind.
That's not apologizing.
That's not, bro.
Okay.
It's not apologizing at all.
Yeah.
If anything, you're trying to minimize his concern.
Facts.
And this is a common tactic that women do. You minimize the problem to try to trivialize it, make them look stupid. Like, why do you care about this? You're being emotional. When in reality, he might probably took it as a form of disrespect. Like, what the fuck? And the thing is that, like, with certain levels of guys, like, you need to apologize and you need to, like, understand your place and know that, like, look, the level of disrespect that men are going to tolerate is almost always attributed to their level of success. So the more successful the guy or the more attractive he is, the less tolerance he has for disrespect. So you not acknowledging your mistake and kind of playing this game like, I'm the prize, I don't got to apologize to you, right? Which you might not have said that overtly, but you probably might have thought it, right? He's going to look at it like, man, fuck this bitch. I could go get another girl just like her.
Facts.
That's not going to argue with me and not give me a headache or like take my concern seriously. So I think if women came in with the mindset of, let me try to keep this guy versus let this guy keep me, I think you guys would be able to like keep guys longer term. Because I find it alarming that you were with this guy for like 2 months. You guys, it seemed like you guys were doing good. You guys fucked and everything. Why would you just throw that away? Why?
I'll tell you this, in Miami.
You, on the other hand,
Ain't
like
much.
you too, like you said, oh yeah, I'm quick to like end relationships. Like, why?
They weren't even real. Like,
Okay.
I don't feel like they were real.
But ask yourself, why weren't they real?
Because they were just for like short periods of time. We're still getting to.
But hold on. But why was it a short period of time?
It was a short period of time because I saw things that I didn't like. So instead of staying, I'd rather just leave. So that way you find more time with a woman who loves everything, and I find more time with a
So
guy
you were
who
looking,
loves...
you were looking for a reason to disqualify him.
No, I wasn't looking for a reason. I was just
yeah, you
living
were.
life, and I saw the reasons presented themselves.
Interesting.
Yes, very.
Wait,
Interesting.
what's living life?
Living life is us talking and communicating. If we're texting, if we're calling, if we're seeing each other in person. You say or do something that I'm not really resonating with, and I tell you about it. You continue to do it. Why would I stay?
This whole living life thing that girls use,
Get her.
it's probably one of the most destructive phrases I've heard women use. Just living life.
There's so many definitions.
You guys
to it.
understand that, right? You have a finite amount of time where you're at your peak to find the best guy that you can find, right? You guys understand this concept that like women absolutely have a do-by date? Like you guys, your attractiveness is perishable to a degree? So you're shaking your head. You disagree with that?
Yes, I feel like we're people, and you're kind of making us sound like bananas. Like, we don't ripe, we don't turn
Shit.
old. We're human. Don't dim us like that.
So you don't get old?
You see your
Men get
mama?
old too, and them balls get saggy.
But,
they
okay.
get to the floor. Like,
But hold on.
let's keep
Who
it a
gets
beam.
older first, though? Naturally.
Huh?
Who gets older first naturally? Whose eggs dry up naturally?
Women.
So it is expired because...
Look, I'm going to defeat her whole argument right now. You're an esthetician, right? Your job is to help women stay beautiful, right?
Right.
Would it be fair to say that every single aesthetic procedure that you do has some kind of component with making a woman look more youthful? So it wouldn't be fair to say, off of that concept, that the cornerstone of beauty for a female is youthfulness?
No.
Why not?
Well, you know what? Yeah, for sure.
Getting rid of
Yeah.
wrinkles, getting rid of blemishes, etc.
Yeah.
These are signs of aging. The whole aesthetic industry, matter of fact, makeup, it's all designed to preserve youth in women.
Yeah.
So you're saying, oh, why are we being treated like bananas?
Because you're a banana.
I'm just trying to help you get picked before you fucking go brown. And you're over here
I
arguing with me.
understand that, but
Like-
some of that is societal
I love
programming.
him.
Yes. Well, societal programming is reality. Just like women want a provider and a protector and a leader. I don't sit there and say, man, I'm not like some fucking shelf. Like, what do you mean I gotta provide and be stable and shit? Like, no, like men just have to, you either do it or you don't. You either are a provider or you're not. If you're not a provider, you deal with the consequences. Women don't respect you, your peers don't respect you, you get made fun of, etc. You deal with your lack of ambition, etc. Every single one of you ladies here at the table said you want a guy that's ambitious. What if I sat there and said, well, that's fucked up. Why do I gotta be ambitious? Wouldn't that sound stupid?
Yes.
So societal standards are societal standards, but it's based in biology. Women's value, a lot of times, is determined by their youth. So I'm telling you, if your value is determined by youth, it would behoove you to operate in your youth and get the best guy that you can, cash out while you're at your highest. Why are you going to leave the casino when your chips are down, when you can leave the casino when your chips are up?
Ta-da.
I've never understood this with women. You motherfuckers want to stay in the fucking casino gambling. Yeah, I'm just going to get, I'm
gotta
going to keep
know-
going, I'm going to keep going, yeah. And then y'all fucking end up bankrupt.
You gotta know when to hold and when to fold.
Yeah. And the problem is that women keep holding, thinking that they can get a better hand, and you're not. As you age, like her right now, she's playing Russian roulette. She's on the last bullet.
Type shit.
You are beautiful. You are beautiful.
Wow, horrible advice.
You are
I'm good.
beautiful.
I'm good. I'm good.
See, hold on, look. See, I love how I said something that was realistic, and what'd you do? You're beautiful.
You are
You guys love each other. That's all y'all do. That's all y'all do. Bro,
Nah.
if she was my little sister, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? How are you 32? So look, here, I'll give you guys a real story. Go back to like 2017, right? My sister was about to go to med school. She's trying to be a doctor. I had a very serious talk with her. I'll never forget this. She was in the car. We're in Brooklyn, New York. And I looked at her and I said, you stupid bitch. Find a guy now.
Really?
Before you become old. Yes. I told her that straight up. She don't like it. She got angry at me. Oh, why do you got to talk like that?
Yeah, Myron.
Right? I was like, no. You're going to be 30 soon. Right? She's about 2 years younger than me. You need to fucking find a guy now because you're going to become a doctor. You're going to make money. And then you're going to need another doctor. And it's going to be harder for you to find a man once you become a doctor.
Oh, you
She took that advice seriously. She found an anesthesiologist. They're together now, etc. But I had to kick her in the ass and let her know, bitch, you're going to get ugly. And you're going to get old. And ain't nobody going to want you. Because, unfortunately for you, no one gives a fuck that you're a doctor as a female. Nobody cares. That shit only is attractive if you're a dude. No one goes, man, my dick is hard. She's a doctor. No dude ever says that shit.
nurse.
Nobody gives a fuck. So I told her, find a guy while you're still young and beautiful. And she found a guy, fortunately. But I had to have that very real talk with her and not sugarcoat and say, you're beautiful, it's fine. No, yo, find a guy now. As you get older, it just becomes harder and harder.
That's real though. You want the real or you want that bullshit? It seems like you hoes in here love that bullshit. And that's why I ain't gonna lie, I kinda fuck with this podcast because they be letting you hoes know what's real. Like,
We are women.
it's a
We are
fantasy
not
world
hoes.
and it's the real world.
I will say, though, that there's an aspect of, like, women like being lied to. But
Yeah.
at what point do you want to be told the truth? Because most people don't tell you the truth anyway.
Shit, me.
So...
All right.
Another question or chat?